Hello everybody and welcome to Friday Flavor. We are going to take a look of Tales of Cosmos, or at least the demo of it. It's on Steam for free. You can get the demo for free. It's from reddwarfgames.com. I put the link in the description below. And it's a pretty cool point and click adventure. I'm not going to go into any details, but these kind of games aren't usually my cup of tea, but I like it. So let's jump right in. Before we continue though, it's a demo, so the final polish of the game might not reflect how the game is right now. So let's start. Woof woof! Welcome to Tales of the Cosmos demo. I am Perseus the dog, and next to me is my colleague Professor Gagayev, something like that. Our space shuttle has recently landed on this planet, and we're looking for a way to get back into space. See, this is pretty freaking awesome, because you're basically a dog who can speak to other creatures and understand, and the ape thing, you can't talk to anybody, like not at all. However, what you can do is use the professor here to click on random objects, well not random, but click on objects and gather whatever falls and put them back together. While Perseus here, he basically talks to people, gives hints, and able to do cool stuff like what I'm about to show you. So when Perseus press right click on it, blah blah blah, even a little prod likely knock them over. If I do this, I can now travel here. And I can switch between the two characters at anytime I want. And yeah, basic controls: right click, left click. Left click for the doctor brings up the inventory, where I can just, let's say, grab the shaft and show it to Perseus, and he'll give a little hint on what to do with it. So that's neat. The aesthetic of the game is also pretty cool. Hey, we found a key. Like, nothing seems out of place, if you know what I mean. Like, nothing is obvious if you want to go check. I mean, here there's a red X saying, you know, that the barrel is special and there was the tube on the ground and whatnot, but it blended in really well with the environment, which means that you kind of have to look hard at what you want to do. Now, let's take the coin, look at the engine. It looks like a sort of alien stuff. We got the star drive, because we have to get out and explore the world. And you know, like any point and click adventure, you need to open your inventory, select the proper item, and put it in the proper object that it goes with. Blah blah blah. I'm going to die. Pew! And the doctor's gonna get kind of angry. Hiya! And we now have a pickaxe. I have a nice little bike here. Grab the rubber tire. Grab the piston. I played a bit of this before, so I know how it goes. Now let's move backwards a bit. I don't think we need anything in the garbage compactor. Besides the movement feeling a bit slow, in my personal opinion, I think the game is pretty self-explanatory. It's in this 2.5D type of, you know, look. Ew. There's nothing in there that we want. Yeah, so it's in this 2.5D setting. There's, you know, it's simple. The background is simple. But I do find, like, the small puzzles are actually fun. Evidently, this is only a demo, so it's very simplistic. Because, well, you wouldn't want to make a puzzle that's really, really hard right at the beginning of the game. I mean, I don't think I would, because that would kind of maybe scare away people. So, let's say you don't know what to do. Use Perseus and you talk to this guy, or to people in general, right? He's reminiscing about the glory days. But with Gagayev, I have to, I have to check every time. You know, we have our inventory and we have statuette. So, logically, at least the first time that I played, I immediately took the statuette and gave it to the captain. And he changed it for the bottle of booze, which at the time I didn't know. However, if I click on Perseus with it, it's cheap champagne. Okay, so we do know, at least if you read about ships and navigation, that back in the day it was, or I think even today for that matter, it was customary to break a bottle of champagne on a ship. So once your ship is ready, you need the bottle of champagne to break on it, right? And let's say we go back with Perseus, we'll talk back to the captain. Captain says he put down the bottle for good. He appreciates the moral support. Well, that's pretty good. What's also pretty awesome, and in most point-and-click adventures, is that some items will require you to build upon them. So I have the start drive here. So what I want is probably the tube. Boom, right in it. The shaft. Piston. And start drive is fully operational. So, ta-da! And let's say we go back here and we talk to Perseus with what to do with the star engine. We need to find a suitable rocket chassis and we can get off this rock. And look what we have here in the background. Oh! Ta-da! We have an awesome ship. And let's say I'll go, because the doctor doesn't speak, but if we talk with Perseus and we click on the ship, it's tradition to break a bottle of champagne before launching a new spacecraft. So it's pretty simple. We switch characters, inventory for the bottle of booze, and throw it right on the spaceship. As captain of the expedition, I hereby name this vessel Star Falcon 1. Orion's Verge. Nah. Spaceship! Yeah, why not? What the hell? Hiya! Alright. And, the cork fell off, so obviously we want to take that. Boop! And we can go into the spaceship, which only needed the star drive, and I don't know how the hell to fit two in there, but whatever. And we can take off from this planet. And now we're in space. And what's really awesome once you're in space is that you press space key and you see all of these points of interest. Now, I don't know if in the demo there's only going to be these 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, well, 7 technically points of interest, or if there's going to be more. But what's really cool is that as soon as you reach like a planet, you see the atmosphere, right? And I just landed by mistake. You see the atmosphere, you see the range of the planet, the color it has. Every planet has a theme. And that's pretty cool. I mean, the background here is really beautiful. The aesthetic of the game, like I said earlier, is awesome and weird at the same time. You can't hit any debris in space. And let's say we want to go here. Now this looks eerie. And we're going to go down. And go out. And this just became a different planet. It has its own story that we don't know as of yet. It has its own look. It has, you know, its own type of art, like the background of it and the foreground images, and its own like thematic, like abandoned farm. And we can leave whenever we want. I'm leaving right now because the demo doesn't have anything on this planet right now. But let's say we go all the way over here. Ooh, discover location, Boo. So we can get here. Content is disabled in the demo version. Unfortunately, this thing, Nova Clad. Oh, this actually looks awesome. This thing is also disabled, yeah, but as you can see, it's like extraterrestrial in nature. It has different types of plants and whatnot, and the look. So we can go out and go explore this other thing here, which is a whole other planet, and it's a moon. And we can land right here, thank you. And then there's going to be a whole different type of puzzle you have to solve on this planet for these guys. And then you can just leave and waltz off however you like, whenever you like, and complete other puzzles on other planets. So yeah, I really enjoyed the demo. I actually scratched my head on the first planet a bit because I didn't know exactly what to look for, since, you know, separating puzzle elements and the foreground and background it's hard because it's the same type of art. It's not like those old cartoons when something would move in an animation, it would be a different color. It's actually, you know, part of the scenery, but it's pretty cool. I like it. Aesthetic is weird, which is always great, and I'm looking forward to maybe buy this in the future and play for myself. So pretty much it. There's not much to do, obviously, because it's still a demo, but if you've enjoyed the video as much as I have enjoyed playing for you guys, leave a like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you all next Friday Flavor. Bye bye.